evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Milestone, how are you?
I am fine, sir.
Kindly get seated.
Thank you, sir.
Are you comfortable now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. Milestone, introduce yourself to the panel.
So, my name is MOULEESHWARAN S. I am coming from Tirupani, Tirulur district of Tamil Nadu. I did my schooling in SVV school, which is in Erode. Then I did my undergraduation in BSc Zoology from Loyola College, Chennai. Then I did my continued MSc Zoology from Zoonotic College, Chennai, which I completed in 2022. I have been preparing for the past 3 years.
Very good. Having studied zoology is a very unique subject, right?
Yes.
And very few people will be having a post-graduation. And what makes you to go in for, quite a lot of jobs that are available.
Yes.
Of course, research jobs will be available.
Yes.
And India requires quite a lot of researchers.
Yes.
And what makes you to that you need to do civil service?
Yes.
What are the kind of conditions that makes you to become a civil servant?
So first is the urge to serve citizens of the nation, and second, sir,
Do you mean many? No other service, they do civil service?
yes, sir.
Every service the people do it directly or indirectly.
Yes, sir. So the urge to systemic changes, to bring systemic changes from within the government to use government resources and all. And I wanted to give that opportunity to myself, sir, to be in the service towards also towards development of the nation. I wanted to specifically give that opportunity to myself, and I consider myself.
Okay, tell me. Okay, that's your aspiration now.
Yes.
What are the 3 qualities in you that you think that you are so unique that we need to select you to send you to the Bhasma?
Yes, sir. So first, primarily, sir, I am very enthusiastic. I think I am very enthusiastic, sir, in whatever I pursue in my life, whether it is service, whether it is academics, or whether it's playing.
Yes.
Second, sir, the empathy. I'm quite empathetic in my life, sir. I've also undergone social services among the people, so I think I also have that foundation empathy which is needed in the service.
Next one.
Yes. Third one is, sir, team spirit, team coordination. I have been in quite teams in services and also in youth Red Crosses. I have been in some teams, so I think I can bring up the team spirit among the group of.
Have you heard about the Zoological Survey of India?
Yes.
What are its functions?
Yes. So, Zoological Survey of India conducts surveys and reports regarding the animals in India, primarily.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I don't know.
Is it species identification?
Yes.
How do they do?
Yes. Sir, I don't know. I don't know about the particulars.
You don't know, but you studied zoology, right?
Yes, sir.
You studied about species.
Yes, sir.
Listen,
Yes.
how can you say I don't know about it?
Sir,
I may not know in depth, but you have studied them.
yes.
Okay, what is the zoonotic
Yes.
diseases?
Yes. So, zoonotic diseases are those which could be transmitted from an animal to humans.
Is it that simple?
Yes.
I remember you gave the same answer
Yes.
when you asked the same question.
Yes.
I told you,
Yes.
it should be a host. You remember?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You have forgotten that you are giving the same old answer.
Sorry, sir. I will take. Okay.
Huh? You remember?
Yes, sir.
I remember it. I asked this question.
Yes, sir.
Not only spreading, it should be a host.
Yes.
Can you tell me 1 or 2 animals?
Yes. So one are bats, from which
What bat?
So one African fruit bats, from which Ebola virus.
What is the zoological name of the fruit bat?
So I don't know. Sir.
Yeah, you must know. You must know about it.
Yes.
And you have studied. You wrote Anthropology.
Yes, sir.
Right. You could have taken zoology.
Yes, sir.
Why you did it for Anthropology?
Yes. So after 5 years of
That's not a correct way to answer.
yes.
So, in order to complement subject, I have taken for GS 1, 2, 3, I have taken now. See, same thing, you need to give a reply.
Yes. So yes, sir, after 5 years of zoology, I thought I could have some hold on current problems in society, which anthropology gave me that opportunity to read about.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, MOULEESHWARAN.
Yes, sir.
Recently, the economic advisor to the Prime Minister, Mr. Sanjeev Sanyal,
Yes.
he said this UPSC examination is a complete waste of time. Okay,
Yes.
what is your view on it?
He sent a note on that.
Yes.
What is
Sir, so different people have different opinions on the civil services. Currently, also there are many aspirants trying to get into the service. But sir, I think in my humble opinion, civil services gives us the youth of the nation to have a say in the policy implementations and the making of the nation. So I think civil services is a good chance to get into policy implementation.
Okay, but I think what he is hinting at is the long period cycles, multi-year attempts.
Yes.
At times, the youth of the country,
Yes.
let us say about 3 lakhs or so,
Yes.
who apply for it every year.
Yes.
Of them, many would have been doing this year on year for about 5-6 years. So, from the larger perspective, it is an opportunity cost on the valuable human resources of a nation.
Yes.
Now you tell me whether he was right or not.
Sir, I have to stick with my opinion in this, sir. In that, sir, so yes, sir, the opportunity cost of many youth, many significant number of youth in the civil services preparation does cost something, but it is to do with the aspiration and the participation in the government policies.
See, the loss is not only to the individuals, the loss is to the nation.
Yes.
Are you aware of demographic dividend?
Yes, sir.
What is demographic dividend?
So demographic dividend is that the more number of population is in the ages between 18 to 60, which is the working population.
18 to 60.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So that they can contribute more to the economy than the younger or older generation, which is a strength to the nation and the economy.
Okay. So, does India have any demographic dividend accruing to it, or it is yet to?
So no, yes, India is currently in the position of having a strong demographic dividend.
Okay. What is the window that is available to our country?
Yes. Sorry, sir.
The window of opportunity of this huge demographic dividend that we have.
Yes, sir.
How big is the window?
Yes. Sir, I think the window is up to 2050, where the current population could become old age, so we really change the population.
So let us say that the cream of this demographic dividend is, busy, going from one study circle to another study circle and another.
Yes.
Appearing in one exam after the other, choosing one optional after the other.
Yes.
Okay. And the window fast closing.
Yes.
So is that not an opportunity cost for the nation?
Yes, sir. There could be a slightly opportunity cost on the economy and the nation, but sir, again, sir, it stems from the aspiration, which I think is a good.
No, aspiration you told already.
Yes,
I understand that people are very aspirational.
Yes, sir.
An aspirational youth
Yes.
would want to start earning and self-supporting,
Yes, sir.
and not, chasing after a dream despite, years and years of preparation.
Yes.
No. Okay, if you are the policy maker,
Yes.
okay, deciding the number of attempts
Yes.
and, from which age to which age an applicant should apply for this exam,
Yes.
what would you decide upon? What should be the time frame that is given? Now it is what, till 37?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
32 plus 5 years.
Yes, sir.
So 37.
Yes.
So starting from 21.
Yes, sir.
How many years is that?
16 years.
Should the youth, go after a particular exam for 16 years and then use up the best part of their lifetime? As a policy maker, what would your suggestion be?
Sir, as a policymaker, my suggestion would be to, sir, so to diversify the resources, human capital, we have to other sectors.
Okay. How will you do that?
So by generating more employment and other opportunities like startups, through that they also can contribute.
What is the problem with our employment? Why is there so much of unemployment?
So mainly we skipped the secondary sector led growth. We jumped from primary sector led growth to services led growth, where the employment elasticity is not quite good comparatively to the manufacturing sector.
Okay.
So we have a not so strong manufacturing sector.
Okay. So what is it being done
Yes.
now to bridge that gap?
Yes. So government is focusing on more policies where companies are given incentives.
Give me specific policies.
Yes. So with respect to the production linked incentive, also schemes like employment linked incentives have been given, where companies are given incentives to boost their employment in their production.
Has it been of any impact?
So I wouldn't get to the particulars.
You don't know about it.
Yes, sir. I don't know.
Okay, fine, no problem. You are also talking about children outreach program for children in slums.
Yes, sir.
During your undergraduation.
Yes.
Now, in terms of amelioration of the living conditions in slums,
Yes.
what outreach programs are required?
So yes, sir, as you said, sir, the conditions are not very gloomy in the slum areas. So we not only need awareness about education, but also about the sanitation measures and the basic hygiene, and also how they can be better, how they can better utilize those resources. They have limited resources. We have to also increase the resources, but they have to be taught how to use these resources, limited resources.
Okay, now what are the problems that the slum children are facing? You said okay, hygiene and whatever.
Yes.
What are the other problems that these children in slum are facing?
Yes. So the primary thing is that, sir, lack of education. They do have government school, public schools. They can't afford private schools, but they do have very good public schools among those areas. But the main issue is that, sir, the attendance and also the quality of education. The student to teacher ratio is also very low among those schools. So lack of education, the opportunity, which further indicates the lack of opportunities they get.
Okay, you are following world athletics.
Yes, sir.
Are you following Indian athletics?
Yes, sir.
Tell me something about Indian athletics. Where are we right now in the global standards?
Yes, sir. Sir, I would say Indian athletics is in a transitional phase right now, sir. Back to if we go back 10 to 15 years, we are not so in very gloomy phase, but we are in a transition phase where not right now, unfortunately, major medals are not coming, but major promises are coming in the championships in the way of new athletes coming up in global finals.
So transitional from where to where?
Yes. So before that, we don't see many athletes participating in the Commonwealth Games, as per se, or World Athletics and Olympics.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Our contingencies have been huge.
Yes.
Whenever we go for this participation,
Yes.
participation wise, we are very, very big.
Yes.
We send some to 300, 400, 500,
Yes.
but then we come back with fewer medals.
Yes, sir.
So now you are talking about transition from there.
Yes, sir.
Are you trying to say that we are sending bigger contingents?
So no, sir. Transition in that we have larger contingents in regional games like Asian Games and Commonwealth. But the transition phase is now that, sir, we have more participants in global finals and.
So what is actually hampering the Indian sports?
Yes.
Where lies the problem?
Yes, sir. So the primary problem lies in the talent pipeline, sir. We have large talent pooling in from all parts of the country, and we have been upgrading our scientific training, and we also are making partnerships with global coaches. But the problem lies in that, sir. The talent we are pooling, that is not transforming in large numbers to the senior championships or the senior level of athletics. So the problem lies in the pipeline, sir.
How do you say that we have a huge talent base?
Yes.
Do you have some report?
Yes.
Is there any survey that was done?
Yes.
Can you suggest anything about that? Where is this talent base? You're saying talent. I don't see much talent happening except in cricket.
Yes.
We don't have talents emerging where that, exemplary performances are happening in the track and field events.
Yes.
Where do you get this data that some huge talent base is there?
Sir, I don't specifically know about the talent based data, but what I'm referring is, sir, more and more people are coming in the mainstream other than global superstars.
Okay, there used to be a time Kerala used to produce world beaters.
Yes, sir.
PT Usha,
Yes.
Shiny, Anju Bobby George, right?
Yes.
They were world champions. That is dried up. We don't get those many now. Okay. But instead, everybody has gone into cricket. Everybody is, even in Kerala, I'm told that children have stopped playing football, they've stopped going for athletics, and volleyball used to be a traditional game. Everybody is now going because Sanju Samson is playing, so everybody wants to become Sanju Samsons. Right? Now you are telling, suddenly, I'm surprised that some huge talent base is waiting to be unearthed. That's a surprise to me.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, I do have some backing in this regard.
Tell
Sir.
me.
So we have we don't only have large superstars like Neeraj Chopra. We have others like Kishore Janna, Abhinav Shabli from 3000 meters steeplechase men, and we also have Parul Chowdhury in 3000 meters women, and also we have Jyoti Araji and other upcoming talents like Anu Rani and all.
Good.
Primarily, repeatedly in global finals.
Okay,
so
fine.
a medal is soon.
Fine. See, I'm not faulting the kids, the youngsters.
Yes.
I'm finding fault with the way this is being handled.
Yes.
But you don't seem to be touching upon that area at all.
Yes.
Who is responsible for them not performing well? Assuming that there is a huge talent, which I'm not agreeing. Assuming but not agreeing to that. Who is responsible for exploiting this talent?
So the Athletics Federation of India and the Sports Authority of India.
So what are they doing?
Yes.
What needs to be done there?
Yes. So the total technical infrastructure of the Athletics Federation of India and Sports Federation of India has to be revamped in a larger way, so that
will not happen because I saw recently the UP girls team traveling for some national championship. They were traveling lying down on the floor next to the toilet in the train.
yes.
Whereas the officials were flying and staying in star hotels.
Yes.
So now where lies the problem?
Yes, there is a huge disparity on that, sir.
No,
Yes,
not disparity. We have our entire philosophy towards sports is totally skewed. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyway, I leave that to you. And one final question from me
Yes.
on historical fiction.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what is the most appealing historical fiction that you have read.
Yes. So can I take?
Yeah.
Why do you take so much of time? It is in your bias.
Yes, sir.
Maybe he has read too many and he wants to pick one favorite one.
Sir, I wanted to take time to
Why?
pick among the books I studied. Yes. So the most fascinating one I thought among what I read is, sir, A Boy in Striped Pajamas by John Boyne, which is about two boys. One is a son of an Aussie general. Another one is a Jew who is inside a concentration camp, and the friendship which flowered between them. I found fascinating.
Okay. Why did it fascinate you?
Yes, sir. It showed children wherever they are, that could have a huge impact on their physical and mental tolling on their life, and how different the perspectives could be, which could be determined by a single wall. They are separated by a single iron chained wall in that depiction of the books.
Excellent. The choice of your book is fantastic, but my problem with historical fiction is that it is being used presently as a political tool to polarize the society.
Yes.
By setting some narratives.
Yes.
Okay, where they use fictional writing of history and then foster that as real history. What is your take on that?
Sir, yes, I do agree with this point, sir. Nowadays, more and more narratives are pushed by propaganda and agenda to set wrong motives. But yes, sir, there has to be a line where the historical fiction is not touched with the history. There has to be a line, strict regulations on that, sir. Not legal regulations, but a morality-based regulation on individuals has to be placed within the authors.
Okay, sir. I'm
Thank
done.
you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Being a zoology student, can you explain latest Nobel Prize in medicine and its relevance in India?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware.
History fictions, you are reading many books, right?
Yes, sir.
So, being in Tamil Nadu or India, any other Tamil book or Indian history fiction
Yes.
book? Can you
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, I've read a book called Once Upon a Curfew, which is written by Shruti Chaudhary, which is about a love story about a boy and a girl among the emergency period in 1970s.
Okay. So you have worked on Slum for children development
Yes,
kind
sir.
of things.
Yes, sir.
So you are hitting urban poverty, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, urban poverty.
Yes, sir.
Can you suggest or tell me some government schemes to specifically focus on urban
Yes.
poverty?
Yes.
Not in general, but specifically urban poverty.
So one is Prime Minister Awas Yojana, which could be a huge turning point as the basic necessity of people in a slum is that, sir, unhygiene housing, unaffordable housing. So that could be Awas Yojana where government built houses. This could be a huge change in their lives. Yes.
So you have blamed SAI and the Athletic Federation of India, it's not working properly.
Yes, sir.
That's right. So can you tell the SAI structure or functional structure? Sports Authority of
Yes.
India,
SAI.
Athletic Federation.
Yes. So I couldn't.
Because
Then-
they had an advanced version in
Yes,
the
sir.
school, they came up with the Khelo India kind of
Yes, sir.
things.
Yes, sir. So I couldn't delve into the particulars, but I think there is a problem of politicization among institutions like Sports Authority of India, which has to be replenished quickly, sir. Yes, sir.
Last question.
Yes, sir.
Any tourist spot near Tirthani?
Yes. Sir, Tirthani is itself a tourist spot, sir. But apart from Tirthani, sir, we have Sarvapalli, a village named Sarvapalli, which is not quite famous or familiar, but it is the hometown of our second president of India, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. We could visit his old house, which has been preserved for tourists, not too many tourists, but it has been preserved for tourists, and also the school where he studied. Yes, sir. That is a big tourist spot, which has to be popularized more, in my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir.